Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the great Puckettini coming at you on behalf of PuckettFanShop.com. And over at PuckettFanShop.com, that's my website where I've got all kinds of beautiful dog designs on all kinds of products, from shirts to stickers to socks, laptop sleeves, just hoodies, sweaters, just anything you can think of. We've got our beautiful designs on all kinds of stuff. So go check it out. I'd love to do business with you. But what I'm doing today is I'm bringing to you the 10 keys for a Dallas Cowboys victory. Okay, they have the Washington Commanders today. It's a Sunday morning. I'm late getting this to you. I've had a really busy weekend. But anyway, this is the top 10 keys to victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm looking for a big Cowboy win. I think they should be able to beat the Washington Commanders. I think they're a better team. They just got to go out and play their game and get a big win today. I think they should. All right, key to victory number one. They must win the turnover battle. This is the biggest stat in all of football. You know, teams that win the turnover battle win a much larger percentage of the time. Coming into this game today, Washington is at a -4 turnover differential. Dallas is at 0. They've had 2 turnovers and they've taken 2 away. So we must win the turnover battle. If we lose that, Washington will have a good chance to beat us. So, because we're not good enough to overcome that, quite frankly. But if we win the turnover battle, we have a very good chance of a win today. All right, key to victory number 2. We must attack whoever's playing center for Washington. You know, Chase Roulier, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. He grades out at 56% pass blocking. That's bad. He's failing at pass blocking. Wes Scheitzer comes in at times and plays some too. They split some time over the first couple weeks here of the season. He's even worse. He graded out at 22% on the year, pass blocking. So I would rotate. I'd put Michael Parsons in there some, line him up on him. Dante Fowler, DeMarcus Lawrence, I'd put all of them in there and line up on him at different times in passing situations. Give him different looks. Really put pressure on him. And also run all kinds of twists and stunts and blitzes at him, at whoever's playing center. Really put pressure on that position. Their tackles are pretty good, so I don't think we're going to get a lot of rush out of them, but inside against that center, I think we really can, whoever's playing there. So we got to put a lot of pressure in there. All right, key to victory number 3. Pressure Carson Wentz, and he will throw interceptions. You know, right now, he's given up Washington, first of all, they've given up 15 sacks, which that's the highest in the league, tied for the highest in the league. So we should be able to get a lot. That feeds into into our advantage, because we're a good sacking team. We put pressure on the quarterback. And Carson Wentz, I believe he's thrown 3 interceptions. It's not league leading, but he will throw the ball up, and you'll have some chances in interceptions. Should get a lot of sacks today too. I'm looking for 5 or more. Would be great. But they're going to have a hard time getting sacks on those tackles. They're pretty good that Washington has. I would really attack the center, have stuff set up to really go after them, whoever's playing center. All right, key to victory number 4, we must slow down slot receiver Curtis Samuel. He's been in the league for several years, played for a couple different teams. Right now he leads Washington in catches with 22. He'll line up most of the time versus Jordan Lewis. Jordan's been kind of our nickelback at slot corner. Now, Lewis has not had the best year so far. He's only graded out at about 48% in coverage this season. So we need him to step up and play better. You know, it's kind of the old Belichick model. Take whatever they do best and try to take it away from them. And he's their leading receiver, probably security blanket. You know, got that security receiver for Wentz. We need to take that away. Get him covered up. Make him throw to somebody else. He might throw a pick. All right, key to victory number 5. We must shut down Antonio Gibson. I think he's probably grades out their highest player. They don't rush the ball extremely well, but I guess when they do run it, he does a pretty good job. He's Washington's leading rusher, but he only averages about 3 yards per carry, which is a little bit low. But if they get one of those games where they get a lead and they just eking out 3 yards at a time and are patient with it, that can lead to a big win for them. So we really got to stuff their running game. You know, our defense grades out about 51% against the run, which is pretty good. Not great, but we must stop Gibson and make Carson Wentz throw the ball. Don't give them both. Make them one-dimensional. And we need the run is what we want to stuff first. Don't let them getting good, second and 4, third and 3, third and 2. Don't let them get in those. We want them in third and 8s, third and 10s. We got to pound that running game. Don't let them run the ball on us. So we got to shut down Antonio Gibson. All right. Key to victory number 6 is to keep wide receiver Terry McLaren from making big plays. He averages 19.6 yards per catch. That's almost 20 yards. That's like 2 first downs. Okay, so he's our big play man. We've got to not let him do that. We got to shut that down. We got to get a lot of pass rush, and then we got to be able to cover and come up and tackle him. He's a pretty good-sized receiver, too. Big, strong receiver. And Anthony Brown and Trayvon Diggs are 2 starting corners. Must play better than they have been so far this year. They've been okay, but not very good. They got to get better. We can't give Washington big plays. Big plays keep them in the game, and they get ahead of us, then they run the ball and just eke it out. Can't let them do that. I can't give them big plays. Okay, and Trey McLaurin is their big play man, so we've got to shut that down. Got to not let him get behind us, and when he does make a catch, we've got to come up and tackle. All right, key to victory number 7. We must block up that big defensive tackle, Duron Payne, or he'll bring Payne, I promise you. He's a much better pass rusher than a run defender, so we've got to make sure that we kind of slow him down. We don't want to get in obvious passing situations because then he's going to come right after us. And we've struggled at that left guard position with Farniok. But last week, that's when they brought in Jason Peters for about 15 plays, and he did really well. And, so we might have to put Peters in there at that left guard to go up against Payne. We got Zach Martin at the other guard, and he'll handle Payne okay. But Farniok could really get worn out some in obvious passing situations. So I would be ready to play Peters. Don't let him just wreak havoc in there where we can't throw the ball or run it. We got to get him blocked, and or he can really hurt us. So we got to get Duron Payne blocked up at big defensive tackle. But he's not the only one they have. They have another good defensive tackle in Jonathan Allen. So one of these two are going to be lined up on Farniok, and he's got to play better today. Now, Allen is the better run stopper of the two, but he can do both, and like I was just saying, we can't get in obvious passing situations. We got to be able to run the ball and get us in those, like the 2nd and 4, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, we cannot get in obvious passing situations, and we have to be ready to put Peters in there at left guard to help Farniok out. Hopefully he can play a little better this week. But he's got 2 pretty good tackles he's going up against. One's a better run stopper in Allen, and the other one's a better pass rusher in Duron Payne. So we got to be ready to stop those 2. All right, key to victory number 9 is Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard must have big games running the ball. That puts us in good passing situations. Kellen Moore needs to stick with the run and keep Washington off balance and not get in obvious passing situations. Because when we do that, now Washington's corners are pretty weak, which they don't grade out real well, so we should be able to throw the ball. But the problem with that is, if you don't stick with the run and you get these obvious passing situations, Washington can then hurt us. They'll bring blitzes and just they'll be able to, we say, pin their ears back and rush the quarterback. We don't want them to do that. We want them to have to wait just a little bit, make sure we're not going to run the ball, and then come rush us. So it gives you that extra second. But key to victory number 10 is that we should, CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown both should have really big games this week, I think. Washington's starting cornerbacks are not very good. Kendall Fuller and William Jackson III, they grade out below 50%. And we should be able to beat them regularly. Should have receivers open just all day. I think CD and Noah should have big games today. As long as we block and keep Cooper Rush standing upright. And we're able to run the ball some to not get in obvious passing situations. We should be pretty good, I think. Should be able to throw the ball pretty well today. But we also got to run it. We can't get too pretty. We got to keep that running game going to keep Allen and Duron Payne off of us. Okay? So, Kellen, don't get too pretty back there and think you can throw it 40 times today. Run the ball a lot, too, and then play action pass off of it, and you'll smoke those corners, I promise you. So safeties will start coming up closer, and then we get one-on-one coverage out there with CeeDee Lamb, and he can smoke them. That's what we need. Michael Gallup's supposed to be back today. We'll see. He's supposed to be back for 3 weeks now, and he'll be rusty anyway there at first. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. Like I told you earlier, I'm looking for a big Dallas Cowboy win today versus the Washington Commanders. If you like this video, please hit the like and share button, and come back often here to the Great Puckettini YouTube channel. I post videos about Arkansas Razorbacks and Dallas Cowboys. I do 3 or 4 videos a week. I do keys to victories, and then, we check out what happened after the game and highlights and do all kinds of stuff. So come back often. Also, please head over to my website, puckettfanshop.com, and check out my beautiful dog designs. I love to do business with you. If you see anything on there that you'd like to see me add, send me a message. Like I said, I'd love to do business with you and get you set up with a beautiful dog design and show your love for those dogs that you love so much. All right. Last thing I got is go Cowboys. Let's go get a commander. See you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Go Cowboys. Get a commander.